Welcome everyone. In today's video I'm going to go over an advanced delta neutral strategy to farm RAY. So if we go to Francium and then we go onto the Lend tab, we can see that RAY is currently paying out roughly 93% APY if you deposit it into Francium Lend. So this is partly because of the incentives program that they have got going on, as well as the fact that RAY is highly utilized in the Francium leveraged yield farming protocol, so that naturally just increases the yield that you can receive on RAY. Now, this is all well and good, but let's just say you don't want actual exposure to the price of RAY. So what if you're getting like 90% APY, but the price of RAY itself actually drops? So I'm going to show you a strategy that allows you to farm this 93% APY without any exposure to the price of RAY itself. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to first acquire some RAY. So I'm on Jupiter Aggregator. This is probably the best place to do your swaps because it aggregates between all of the top tier decentralized exchanges on Solana. It'll give you the best price. So I'm going to buy approximately one RAY. So there we go. Just going to buy a little bit more for now, but log in. So for this particular transaction, I'm going from USDC to LAX to RAY, and that will give me the best price for that RAY swap. So now that I have RAY, I'm going to go to Francium, and I'll log in here. And I'm going to deposit my RAY. Let's just do one. So I'm just confirming this transaction. It's all going through. The next part of this strategy is to go to Mango Markets, and we'll go on to the RAY Perp market. And now I'm going to need to deposit, how much is RAY worth right now? $10.36. I'll deposit it now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to short $10.36 worth of RAY. And I'll explain why this is important. So let me just mark it, sell. Wait. Sell one RAY perp. There we go. And I'll press approve. So essentially what I've done here is I've created a delta neutral position, which means that I have no exposure to the price of RAY, but I'm still able to farm this rate that we have right here. So essentially what's happened is that I've gone long one spot RAY, and when you do that, you have a delta of 1, and I've also gone short one RAY's worth of perpetual contracts, and my delta is -1. So in the portfolio, if we add that together, that's 1 minus 1 equals 0, meaning that I have 0 price exposure to RAY. If RAY goes up, down, sideways, doesn't really matter. The value of my portfolio will stay the same. So to calculate how much money I'm going to make from this position, I'll do 0 plus, that's 84%. And we'll also add on to that the current funding rate, which is actually minus 0.94%. So that is something you are going to be wary of. And then minus, let's just make it 1%. So my current yield from this right now is 83%. So before you go ahead and execute this strategy, know that it's not foolproof and there's lots of things that could happen. For example, because we are short selling the RAY Perps, if the RAY Perps go into backwardation, this minus 1% number could drastically increase. So it could be like minus 20%, and in that case, your yields would be a lot lower. Additionally, the yields that you receive here could reduce as well, as the utilization rate for RAY and Francium could also lower, as well as the fact that the incentive program is eventually going to taper down over time. So this strategy is an advanced delta neutral yield farming strategy, and it's not for the normal farmer, or it's not for someone who's not going to be around their PC or be able to monitor the position like 3 or 4 times a day. I recommend that if you did want to do this, you need to be aware of the positions, you need to be aware of how perpetual futures work, and the Francium platform itself, and where you're actually getting this yield from. I think that it's important to learn these advanced yield farming strategies now, because we will eventually come to the end of this easy money market. I mean, you can yield farm DeFi land, for example, for 1 billion% APY right now. But these opportunities are going to disappear as crypto gets more and more popular. A lot more people are going to get on this. So learning how to yield farm in these ways that not a lot of other people are going to be doing, because it's a little bit more sophisticated, there are more moving parts. I think that it's very important to learn how to do so. So that's the end of this video. I hope you learned something new. Consider all the risks when doing this, and if it's actually worth your time. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to subscribe for another video like this one.